Okay. All right. First of all, thanks guys for allowing us to take the time out of this.
Thank you for having us, bro.
Yeah. You guys are one of the most talked about bands in the San Fernando Valley, right? Up next to Malform, which I'm sure you guys have heard of.
LCFMI.
So, how does it feel, first of all, to be one of the biggest bands here in the Valley, considered to be quote unquote underground?
I mean, if that's true, it feels great. You know, we like playing music. We like being honest in our music. I think that's why people like us. It's because we're very honest and truthful.
Awesome. So, real quick, let's just go around. Have you guys introduce yourself? Who's who?
I'm Shane, but they call me Split Floor. I'm the vocalist. C33.
I'm Isaac. I'm the bassist.
I'm Rees. I play guitar.
I'm Kevin. I'm the drummer.
All right. So, real quick, if you guys can all recall, how did this band come together?
So I was playing in some shitty indie band at the time, and I wasn't really fucking with the dude, and I've always wanted to play punk. So I reached out on my Instagram and asked if anyone knew anyone who wanted to start a band. And that's kind of how it came together.
Was it difficult to reach out to?
It was hard at first because not too many people are into the music that we play, and especially there's not too many people playing it. So it's cool that we got a good group together. So.
Yeah, our neutral homie Aaron, he knew me and I wanted to be in a band, or as in like a half kind of band, wasn't really a band. And then he was homies with him, so then he was like, "Yo, Shane wants to play in a band," so he hit me up, and then it was us three originally. And then another dude never showed up, and then we had our homie Arena come out, and then he left for a bit, and then the homie Rees showed up as guitar, and then Mr. Isaac came back.
Because Isaac originally played bass. So I wasn't in the band yet. It was the three. Yeah, he played guitar, and we had one of our friends, Arena, play bass, and then he left, and then I came in to fill in as guitar, and then Arena kind of left, and then you came back as bass, and then I stayed guitar. So
this was a band of multiple ins and outs of members.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's only like two. Yeah. Well.
And it was all at the beginning too. Recently, it's kind of just been the same for the past few months.
There hasn't. Well, the only lineup change would be Arena not being in the band. So,
and that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, relatively, it stayed the same, I guess. Yeah, but
Cool. So obviously, how many guys how shows have you guys played already? You guys have a tremendous amount. Looking from.
I think that's a lot. I don't know.
No, because we have like 33 posts.
Yeah,
so, and we don't post. We don't post every show.
I mean, we didn't start playing shows a lot till like May of May of this year. So like we were like kind of jamming for like a few months, and then
trying to find your
sound.
Yeah,
we were trying to just kind of figure it all out, and then we started playing shows in like May, like late May is when we kind of started playing shows. Yeah, and then we put out an EP in May too, so that kind of helped with like booking shows and stuff. But
and then we had a show like every weekend at least, usually one or two.
Yeah, for that like summer was pretty busy for us.
Awesome. So is there any kind of group ritual that you guys do before it could
TTG?
I don't know.
TTG. Explain TTG.
I don't know. I guess we don't have like a super like specific ritual before show.
Yes,
like,
we do.
Shows.
It doesn't have to be a ritual.
Listen to
something
TTG.
that hypes you guys up.
We have we listen to this one song by what is it? Waka Flocka.
Yeah.
It's called TTG. It's like our pre-show song.
Yeah.
That's
what is it? What is it about that song that specifically?
It's just hype.
All his homies are trained to go.
It's just
We're
good.
trained to go.
It's a hype song. It gets us hype.
And that's what you just need that rush of adrenaline. Awesome. So we know that specifically punk rock, right, is already taking a huge turn here, especially with all the underground bands. Not just you guys, but also I mentioned Malform, Polio, Hormones, all those others. I'm pretty sure you guys know them, right? So with the songs that you guys make, right, obviously there has to be some sort of meaning in the lyrics that you guys write. So is there a meaning to it?
I mean, yeah. We have a song that is one's about being a pedophile. So I think that's a meaning. Most of our songs is about getting drunk and having a good time at shows, going crazy in the pit and stuff.
Is there, in every song that you guys have, is there a different meaning to it, or you guys just try to keep it the same?
I mean, I think each of them are pretty different. I mean, going crazy in the pit comes up a lot. So does a beer. But I mean, just like I think he's just more just having a good time and he's going crazy, just living your life up as much as you can.
With the music that we've been writing recently, our early stuff was really like it was like minute-long songs, just straight to the point, fast. We've been implementing a lot of more hardcore. I think we take good inspiration from our friends Funeral Massacre, Malform, and kind of beatdown breakdowns and stuff. So we've been writing a lot heavier stuff.
Still hardcore punk.
Still hardcore punk.
Still hardcore
Always
punk.
hardcore punk. Yeah.
Awesome. So there are a lot of punk rock bands, not just here in the Valley, but also all based around Los Angeles, that consider them to be called underground. What does this underground mean?
You want me?
Yeah.
Like underground, like what it means, like underground.
What it means to be underground?
I don't know. Honestly, like I guess with like underground bands, it's like a whole different kind of like just way of being a way of just being in a band. I guess like it's more you're in it just for the music. You're not like looking to play the big shows that will pay a lot. Like being in an underground band or like part of the underground scene, like it's like you're straight up in it for the music, for the like
I
shows,
think more for the
scene,
people,
not for like playing big venues or getting paid. Like it's kind of just about like straight up just the music and the people in the scene.
That's what we have seen also in a lot of you guys' social media posts and also where you guys played. Sound Studios was a very small area that you guys played in, but most of your shows are all around through the streets in different cities here in the Valley. So that's what you would consider to be underground.
Yeah, we can see it.
And you guys have pay to get in? Like, do you guys charge?
So most shows, I'd say majority of our shows are probably free.
Mm-hmm.
But if we go somewhere, it's never our choice. If it was our choice, probably wouldn't charge ever. But
And if it was your choice,
yeah,
you would just...
for free. Just get in, have a good time, show up.
Awesome. So another big thing that really stands out to everybody that doesn't play this punk rock is clothing style. We have big baggy pants, big shirts, all that. Is there also a symbolism to this? Is there a meaning to this?
I mean, I'll say for me, I just kind of wear what I think is cool. I don't really try to go for any symbolism or anything. Just what I think looks pretty rad, I'll put on for the day. Yeah,
I agree with that.
Kevin, you mentioned your influences, right? So, not speaking just for Kevin, but for all of you guys, who influenced you guys? What are your influences?
At least for me, it's real early punk, Minor Threat, Black Flag, all that stuff. More recently, DRI, because they have kind of heavier, less thrash kind of punk, which is inspires my drumming a lot.
For me, I'd say like Bad Brains and Black Flag. Like that era is pretty dope.
Yeah, I would agree with like the 80s hardcore scene, like Black Flag, Black Flag, Minor Threat,
Vandals.
The Vandals, Bad Brains, like he said, Circle Jerks, Aggression, just like those 80s
Shout out
hardcore
Aggression.
bands. Like I think that's like
Shout
our
out
huge,
Silverstream.
like, big
So
influence.
what is it about these bands that specifically Black Flag? I pretty much assuming that this one stands out to all you guys the most.
definitely.
I got the tattoo right here.
So what is it about Black Flag?
The
Well, I mean,
rawness.
yeah, it's probably different for all of us, but for me, it's like just the energy that they like with their shows, the energy, just like the rawness of the music, the lyrics, like just the attitude.
Talking about whatever they want to, not filtering themselves.
Yeah.
We forgot Isaac's.
Come on, it's
I just think like Black Flag's really cool because it's punk too, but there's just so many more levels to it that like we kind of implement ourselves because we're not just punk too. Like we have a lot of more like levels to it.
Interesting. So we know that punk rock is without a doubt one of the most controversial genres of music. We start off from maybe the 70s with the Ramones, the Clash, the Sex Pistols, and then as we start coming down to modern generation, we start seeing these new bands that are being created, like you mentioned, Black Flag, Vandals, right, Circle Jerks. So with that, why did you guys choose this style of music? Why punk out of everything? Most other bands have taken the consideration of, oh, let's start a hard rock or let's start an indie alternative rock, but you guys chose this punk rock.
I think everyone's too soft now, and I think we wanted to just kind of push back on that a little bit, try to push back on. I don't know what revolution would be called, but like you said, the indie bands flooding in the scene, all those just softer people, and hardcore kind of disappeared for a while. So I was kind of trying to bring that back, bring up the rawness and the realness of stuff, be able to talk about what we want to. For me, at least, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I can say yeah. I mean, I guess yeah. It's kind of I kind of agree with Shane. I think it's just like, for us, like it just punk rock for a lot of us. Like, it's kind of corny to say, but like it changed a lot of our lives, like in terms of music, like in terms of the way we feel about things. And I think it was just the most like relatable genre and like the genre that most like affected us, and something that we want to like continue making and like show other people what punk is.
No, of course. Also, yeah, I am also not just music itself that you guys are changing, but like you mentioned, Rees, a lot of political, social views on different things. Punk rock originally was a rebellion to government and political views. So I don't know if that's also your guys's, one of your guys' reasons why you make the music that you guys do.
Yeah, before Kev, I wasn't really into punk and stuff. Like, I was more like a softer. Nah.
Yeah, he quit to play soccer one time.
Nah, chill.
Nah,
So
we gotta tell the people.
So before I met Kev, I wasn't really into punk and stuff. But Kev hit me up for a guitarist. Yeah, Kyle hit me up, and then he told me about him. So I started like, Kev was like, send me a video of you playing like punk, and I sent him a video of fucking playing Last Caress by Misfits. And so we just got together, and yeah, it's just like punk just kind of changed like my whole like perspective on life, and like it kind of made me like a different person, because I was really quiet. Now I'm like not quiet, but like sort of quiet.
So we're seeing a lot of this band's establishment has been started because of Kevin.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Kevin's
conceived
studio,
the
Kevin's
band.
house.
So this band is not. Does it revolve around one single person as considered the genius, or is this the group itself, the family?
In my opinion, it revolves completely around the music, for me at least. It's not more about who wrote what part, or I did this, I did that for the band. It's more like we put out cool shit, and that's what matters to me, is about what people get in return from our creativeness and having fun with it too.
Yeah, that's why I think it works too. Instead of someone just pushing an idea that we don't agree with, we all kind of just combine all of our ideas. So all the song, instead of just being different parts of different people's ideas, it's all smooth
And there have been no arguments in the band whatsoever.
No,
it's typical.
Nothing too
They
crazy.
show up, but I mean, these are my brothers though. Forever, you fight with your brothers,
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So, in every band, there's always a goal. Like I said, let's take this way back. Let's take this back to the 1960s, right? Everyone wanted a label. Everyone wanted a record deal, right? There was a purpose in this. So, with that, what was your guys' purpose in starting this band? Is it sending a message? Is this for fun, or is there truly a deeper meaning to Concussion.33?
Well, it's for sure it's definitely like, I would say like there's a deep meaning, like for us, like we definitely want to like push like our ideas, and like I don't know,
People talk about the shit we want to
Yeah,
talk
like-
about
I don't know, it's
instead of being censored.
like I it's definitely for fun too. Like we all like love music, we love playing music, and it's definitely for that too, but it definitely also is because we want to like show people how we feel about things, and want to be able to kind of like have people relate to our music, be it like kind of like something people can relate to, something like people can like really care for, and like I don't know, we want
Have
to
a good
like
time to slam with.
yeah.
You guys have seemed to touch lots of people with your guys' music, not in an emotional level, but some a specific type of music that they can bang their heads to, something that really speaks out to them. And it seems that you guys have really done much more than a good job.
Oh, I really appreciate that. That's
Thank
our
you.
goal.
Thank you.
That's what we're trying to-
Of course. So, in regards to your guys' playing, like I said, original punk rock in the 70s, you had a steady tempo to this, but it seems to be lots of, D beats and all these breakdowns, all this fast playing. So what is it about this style of playing that makes it stand out from any other genre, or specifically punk itself?
It's heavier and gnarlier. I mean, we want to play shit that'll make people just want to spin kick people in the jaw in the pit. We want people to go crazy. So that's our goal. We kind of just try to make anything as hard as possible. That's what I think.
I think especially implementing hardcore into our stuff just makes people angrier. It makes people. It's a good outlet for people to go to shows and just throw down, and it feels better if they're throwing down to what we make rather than some other shit band.
Yeah, it's like an adrenaline shot.
Yeah, it feels good when people are fucking each other up to our music.
And how does it make you guys feel when you know that people are moshing?
It's the
yeah, we play way crazy.
That's the best. Like I would say, like playing shows where people actually are like digging your music. Like it's probably the best. Like there's no feeling, like for me at least, like it probably them too. Like yeah, them too. But like that feeling of like when you look and you see people moshing, or like the last couple shows we've had people come up and like sing the lyrics.
Yeah.
Like,
crowd interaction.
Yeah, it's
that's
the best.
shit
like
ever,
when
yeah.
people come up or they say your guys' set was great, or like they say that song was sick, whatever it is, like when you see all that work pay off and like people actually liking the music, it's like the best feeling.
Of course, and considering how Kevin started the band initially, right? Going through multiple lineup changes, and finally you guys have a solid foundation, and like Shane mentioned, 30-40 shows, and the list goes on, right? You guys have what, 4 or 5 booked up for the next couple of weeks, months.
Yeah.
So you guys do think that this is not over yet? There's still much more.
This is the
Not
start.
even- just
Yeah,
the
it's the
start.
beginning.
Just the start.
we started our first show ever as with the original lineup was September
Blowout.
September of 2022.
The one that got shut down, was it?
No.
Or-
That was the second
The
one.
second
We
one.
played at the first one, and it was our first ever show. We play all covered, and there was a little area there where we didn't get shit done.
Mhm.
It was a weird time because Isaac left, he left, and then Rees joined in during wintertime, and I think it took us that couple months at the beginning of 2023 to really find our sound and find the crowd that we want to be with.
What did this take you guys? This, because starting a band is not easy. Knowing how everything is, especially currently, way back it was so easy. Just walk up to any manager, any person in wherever, in any venue, and they could say, yeah, just get on. But with you guys, especially in all these bands, it seems to be lots of competition, especially in here.
I wanted to give a shout out to Arena for we had no idea how she got us on our first show ever. We didn't know any other bands. We didn't know how it worked, the venues and stuff. And she was already in a grindcore band when she joined us, and she helped us get our first little foot in the door. So that really helped out.
Yeah, the more shows you play, the more shows you kind of get added to. At first, it sucks. It's really slow because no one really knows who you are. But once you get your name out there and start playing shows, it gets easy.
So who does most of the booking now?
Mr. Man Rees right here.
Awesome. Awesome. So going back to Isaac, you mentioned that you weren't so much into punk at the time, right? And all of these guys have now put you into something that you enjoy doing basically throughout your day.
I really appreciate it. Like, these guys just showed me like a whole new like perspective on life. Like, I'm a very closed person, but now like I'm just like, yeah, it's like mind opening.
That's what concussion does to you.
Right. So during your guys' journey, right, so far, you guys have, like I mentioned before, lyrics, meaning, clothing, everything has a meaning to it. So in regards, right, I mentioned to Rees that it's changed your guys' perspective on economic views, political views, social views. So how specifically has it influenced compared to how it was before? Your political, social views on society versus how it is now.
I was on the side of the... Oh, sorry, Rees.
Oh yeah, I mean definitely, like you can't deny like being into punk rock. Like there's a lot of like there's an attitude about it. There's like a way of like viewing things, and I think like off the top of my head, like the first kind of big thing that like changed with me is like if I want something, like I can just go and get it. Like I just need to, like if it's not like I can't just have it, like I got to work to get it. And I think that's like been a huge part of like being into punk and stuff, is that it really helped me with like if I want something, I got to go get it. I got to work to it. I got to take it. And yeah, I would say that's kind of the main thing that stood out for me with punk.
It made me realize how fucked up all political figures are on both sides. You know, it made me realize that no one is really good. So you can't.
I think politics are bullshit.
You just gotta free think for yourself instead of, huh?
I think politics are fucking bullshit, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I know.
You just gotta free think for yourself,
especially not just playing punk, but listening to punk. Like growing up, my dad, you know, he was going to shows all the time when he was younger, and so he kind of introduced me all the older bands. And if you really take the time and listen to the lyrics, dude, people might think it's just fast and it's fucking there's just something to throw to, but if you really listen, like they have some shit to say and some real shit from people who experienced poverty and, you know, other bullshit that society brings.
Would you say the same thing for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it about? Okay, so we're gonna shift away from your guys as the band, and we're gonna now come right into the culture of punk itself. What is it about the culture of punk rock that makes it stand out from any other subculture that there is?
For me, I think what makes it stand out so much is kind of just like everyone. If you're into punk, like I think you think on your own. You feel how you want to feel. You don't let people just take things from you or say what they want to you. Like you say what you want, you feel how you want, and there's no one to tell you how to feel or how to act, and it's all.
So
on
this
you.
is more of like you have a say in everything, and it's not you have
That's
to follow.
what I think the best thing about punk is. It's like it's what you want. It's whatever you want to feel, whatever you like. That's you. Like it's no one's gonna tell you otherwise.
So I think for everyone that, you know, now starts a band, because I am very positive you guys have influenced other people to start their band that are now going to be upcoming, right? Believe it or not, you know, every one of you guys have touched so many people in a way that they now think I have the potential because of Concussion 33. So
I like that shit. Thank you for that.
yeah, of course. So how does it make you guys feel now, you know, with the band? Because you now,
If we're inspiring people, that's the sickest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah,
That's our
right.
whole goal.
and because it's changed a lot of you guys, you know, you guys can look back, you know, let's go back, you know, maybe a year ago and see how all you guys were.
We have a picture of us in the studio where you can literally see how much different we are. And like right now, it's crazy.
Do you think it's also changed you guys, you know, mentally or psychologically?
Definitely.
Yeah. It's the only consistent thing I've been doing, like besides skating. But now I'm broken. But that's the only consistent thing I've done. So yeah, I mean,
It not only is it, you know, we're playing what we want, where we want, whenever we want. It teaches us work ethic, which is like if we're bummed we haven't played a show, you know, we want to get on the show, we're gonna get on the show. We're gonna do everything we can in our power to get where we want when we want.
So this band has basically revolved around hard work.
Yeah,
you know,
100%. Yeah, grinding out.
100%.
Yeah, even when we don't want to, dude.
So one thing that we have for you guys,
yeah.
the logo,
Yeah.
Concussion 33. So what I think everyone deserves to know, where did this name come from? Concussion 33. Very unique. Very unique name.
So we used to be birth control. And people still diss us on birth control.
Yeah. People still the fucking stupid HX. Anyways,
Yeah,
it's
we don't
fucking.
talk about that. Fuck those fools.
At the beginning, it was the name of the group chat we made for the band.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a name or anything. It was the name of a group chat, and we kind of had to put a name on a flyer, and we didn't have a name, so we went with birth control.
Yeah.
And
then, I think, honestly, I was on a second concussion, right?
yeah,
Yeah, because
at first it was
lucky. I think my mom said concussion something, and then the 33 just because
It's
it's
just
just a number I've
universal.
seen throughout my whole
Mhm.
life, bro. My locking number is 33. My dad's work number is 33.
So this is something that you've seen and you decided to
Yeah, so I was like, hey, if I
Sorry,
put it in
man.
my name, it's got to do like something, you know.
right.
Like, none of us were spiritual shit. But I'm just saying. it won't hurt or nothing, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And also going back to your stage name, Spliff Lord, right?
Yes.
Does that have a meaning, a backstory to it?
Yeah, bro. I used to be a fucking SoundCloud rapper, but that was old times.
Chill.
That was old times.
Those old time
No, we gotta
folks.
tell the truth,
Those old time
fool.
folks.
Yeah. So that was a bad time, but the name Split was hard, so I kept that shit. It was me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What about the rest of you guys? Any stage names, or you guys just no?
Kevin Webby.
I think Pussy Cruncher, dude.
I think
Yeah, no stage.
Rees the Coin Goblin.
No stage names.
Right. What about the writing for it? We know there's different writings and all the flyers that
There's one
we've
right there,
seen.
too.
Yeah, there's
Right.
not. We definitely our logo, like some bands are like super like they have like that logo that's the logo they're on, like that's their logo. But for us it's like I don't know, we haven't really settled on one specific logo.
So it's constantly changing.
yeah, so like some
Exactly,
flyers will have a certain font on it, or some flyers will have some flyers won't say 33, some flyers will say 33. Like it kind of like it shifts. So there's
Right.
not one specific logo.
Is this the main focus for the logo, or we know the band name is sticking?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Right. So what about the logo? You guys thinking of having a permanent logo?
Yeah, definitely. We just gotta settle on one.
I fuck with the one with that dude and those fools, but I don't know about that. I want to keep that one.
A cool thing is all the old punk bands. You have Circle Jerks with the Skank Man. Oh shit! Circle Jerks with the Skank Man.
Black
We got,
Flag, the 4 bars.
Black Flag, the 4 bars. Bad Brains, the fucking Lightning. So we haven't really found our thing. But I feel like we're still fresh on the scene. We've been growing faster than, I'm happy about that. Obviously.
Shout out all the people.
Shout
all
out,
our shows.
all the
Y'all the best
people
fools in the
support us
world.
and shit.
We're the
Yeah.
best fans ever.
Now to you, Kevin. Drumming. How long have you done it? Influences.
My brother, Kyle, he's been a musician his whole life, and since I was young, I played piano. Shout out to Kyle. He influenced me so much to take my music more seriously. I started drumming, or I first got a drum kit, I think 6 years ago, and I didn't have any inspirations, or I wasn't really doing shit. It was just something to do because I went from piano, I played bass and then guitar, and I didn't like either of those. So I landed on drums, and I've stuck with it since. So I'm happy where I am.
Awesome. What about you guys? Reese, Isaac, guitar, bass.
Yeah, we'll just go down the line.
Okay,
That's
right.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so for me, I started playing guitar in 8th grade, and my dad played guitar, and like he was in a band, so like I kind of always had that in my life. But I wasn't super into guitar until like 8th grade, so I started playing like right when COVID started. That's kind of when I started playing, and then I just played all the time during COVID, and like up until I just played through COVID, through sophomore year, and then junior year is when I joined the band. So I just started playing during COVID.
It's Stevie Ray Vaughan, is it right
yeah,
here?
that's Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, is that an influence of you?
Honestly, for me, like I kind of messed around. Like I was super into Jimi Hendrix and like
Right.
those big guitar
Yeah,
guys.
of course,
So, like
yeah,
I knew
yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. I think his playing's cool.
Yeah.
Like, he's super cool,
Stevie
but-
Ray Vaughan considered one of the greatest guitarists. Huge shift of music though. You guys are a punk band, and
Yeah.
you're looking at a
Honestly,
blues
that
player.
was just in here when we started jamming out.
One of the first bands I was in, it was with my brother. It was a blues trio band where we played Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, all that kind of music. And so I've been into different genres my whole life. Like the indie thing, I don't know what the fuck I was doing, dude. The indie thing was a mistake. I kind of turned I'd say soft. I got soft, and then I brought myself back into it because I'm like, I don't
As you
want. These
should.
aren't the people I want to be around. This isn't the environment.
You
I'm
felt
in.
something was completely wrong.
Just wrong, man. And I noticed a lot of people in that scene were fucking losers,
Right.
and I had to get out of it. So
Right. So let's go to Isaac now.
I wasn't even a bass player. I played guitar in like 9th grade, and I liked it a lot. And then I joined the band again the second time. I joined at first I joined as a guitarist. I was gonna play guitar in the Blowout, but it got shut down. So then they were like, "Fuck, we need a bassist," and I was like, "All right, bro, it's time for me to step in."
After we recorded, you switched.
Oh yeah, after we recorded our EP, I switched to bass. I was like,
And you
I'm
feel
a step
comfortable
up.
playing bass
Yeah, I
now.
love the bass now. It's cool as shit. It's underrated.
Awesome.
Fuck up, why you like?
I just like yelling and talking about what I want to talk about.
So your main objective wasn't to be a vocalist,
No,
was it?
Yes.
No, I mean, I used to play guitar when I was a kid. I never got good at it or anything, but
Uh-huh.
I always like singing more. So I just like yelling and talking about whatever, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty
Right.
sick. It worked out. So
But
That's good.
also, I think like with us, that's like one like the main things I like about all of us is all our music is very like wide. Like he's played in like blues bands. Like he likes a bunch of different type of music. I like a bunch of different type of music. Isaac listens to a bunch of different type.
I listen to reggae
Yeah,
and
Shane listens
reggae
to-
and
So like
punk.
I think that's what like a really good thing about all of us is our musical influences are so wide. So like really like into creating music and writing songs. Like we have all these like influences. So it really can like
No, of course,
benefit
and
us.
also it also
Just make
helped you all of you guys, develop a certain style.
My toes.
You know,
Look at my toes.
Kevin,
No, you
all
like
these
that.
different bands that you listen to, the different drummers, it's helped you develop your own style that you now have. Reese,
Yeah.
same thing applies, and also to Isaac.
Yeah.
Right.
Back up, bro.
So, with that being said, anything you guys, want to say freely,
Shout out Malform. Shout out Funeral
CFMI.
Massacre.
Shout out Concussion 33.
Concussion. Shout out
Beer.
David Taylor.
David Taylor. For
Shout
Loco.
out you guys.
right? Yeah,
Shout
we
out,
appreciate
thank
it.
you very
yeah,
much
thank
for
you
interviewing
guys.
us.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
The
but
sickest
yeah.
shit I've ever
yeah,
done.
shout out all the other bands
Yeah.
in the scene. Everyone that comes to our shows. Everyone is so
All
cool.
the fools that get down.
Yeah, everyone that
Shout
pulls up
out,
the
y'all.
shows. Everyone who throws the shows. Like, yeah, but yeah, fuck all the
All the
weirdos.
fools who stand in the
But
back and give us weird looks.
Yeah.
Y'all can fuck
those
off.
dudes. Yeah,
Alright.
everyone. Yeah.
Last question, you guys. Any advice for any upcoming bands? We have Buenos Nachos, we have Homicidal Ecstasy, we have Contra coming up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Any advice for any of the young folks that, because of you guys, want to start their own band?
Keep grinding and do what you want to do. Don't change your sound because you don't think it's doing well. Just do what you want to do, and just keep doing it.
Form a group you get like comfortable with, because I don't think I'd be able to be as comfortable with any other people as I am with them. So just do it with like people you like, and something will come out good.
Yeah.
Reese, you got something?
Yeah. Play the music you want to play. Don't let anyone tell you your music is bad. Just keep playing.
Keep training that
Um,
shit.
Practice.
Unless you suck, then don't.
practice, and yeah, I would say just don't give up on it.
Yeah, Kevin, you have something to say?
Like, if you're trying to get into the scene, you're fresh. If it seems that it's starting slow, don't let that. Doesn't mean anything. That just means you're getting on the spot, and people will start picking up on what you're playing. And no matter who digs it, there's always going to be a crowd for you, and there's always going to be you got the Joner going.
It's not what it looks like.
What's it called? Yeah, so just keep going at it. If people don't like it, people don't like it. You can't force everyone to like what you like. So just keep going.
Shane, anything?
I said something, but I forgot what I said. What did I say? You remember what I said?
Fuck you want, bro?
Yeah. Yeah. Just keep grinding. Just do what you want to do and play the music you want to play.
Yeah.
Because you're always gonna have some shows that people don't fuck with what you do. It just happens once in a while. But don't let that judge like what you want to play. Don't change your music because of that. Yeah.
Right. Awesome.
Grind that shit.
Right. Guys, I am once again with Concussion 33. Right.
C33
and
till I croak.
make sure to stay tuned for their next upcoming shows in LA.
Pomona on the 25th.
And other than that, appreciate you guys taking the time out of your
Thank
day
you.
to do this.
Thank you guys so
Appreciate you
much.
guys. All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.